Good morning. Good morning. You know, the toughest job you can ever have is to quieten down a crowd. Especially after we've been away from each other for several years. But thank you all. Good morning and welcome. I'm Larry Jackson, past chair of the Roanoke Regional Chamber Board of Directors, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this year's State of the County Address. Chamber Chairman Greg Brock is under the weather, but sends his regards. Today's program is important in supporting the Chamber's mission to promote, stimulate, and improve business. We are proud of the collaborative relationship between the business community and local government, especially as we navigate the challenges that affect all of Virginia's Blue Ridge region. We recognize the importance of active engagement with our county leaders in order to support initiatives that foster economic development, address needs within the community, and cultivate strong regional partnerships with neighboring localities. The growth we've experienced in recent years is a testament to the hard work and to the vision of our elected leaders, our business leaders, civic leaders, neighborhood leaders, and citizens that call Roanoke County home. I'd also like to welcome our state and federal elected officials. But before diving into the program, I'd like to thank the Chamber's sponsors that made this morning's event possible. The presenting sponsor, Appalachian Power, gold sponsors, Carilion Clinic, First Citizens Bank, Gentry Lock, Poe & Kronk Real Estate Group, and our public policy program of work annual sponsors, Mountain Valley Pipeline, LLC, Lineberger Construction, and RGC Resources. We will begin today's State of the County Address by hearing from Mr. David Linden, Chairman of the Roanoke County School Board. David Linden was elected to the Roanoke County School Board in November 2017. Linden, a native of Ohio, is a graduate of Roanoke College with a degree in political science and criminal justice. As an active member of the North Roanoke community for nearly 2 decades, Mr. Linden has an understanding of how an excellent public school system helps build a strong community. Linden and his wife, Lisa, have 3 children who all attended Burlington Elementary, Northside Middle, and Northside High. Linden has served as president of North Roanoke Recreation Club for 8 years and is a member of the Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Advisory Commission. Mr. Linden states his goals are to improve the educational experience for all K-12 students while preparing them for a successful future. Linden says he wants to ensure all schools in Roanoke County are well positioned to provide a safe and exceptional learning experience for all children. Please join me in welcoming Chairman David Linden to the podium.
Thank you, Larry, and thank you all for being here today. Good morning. I'm honored to have an opportunity to speak to such an outstanding group of community leaders. The theme for this year's address is A Vision for Tomorrow. Setting the vision and providing the means to achieve that vision is the job of leadership. And Roanoke County Public Schools is blessed to have an amazing and dedicated group of leaders, starting with my colleagues on the Roanoke County School Board. I'd like to thank each and every one of them for their continued support of our school system. We're also blessed with a visionary leadership, starting with our superintendent, Dr. Ken Nicely, and his staff. Under his leadership, our school system consistently is ranked among the highest in the region and the Commonwealth in terms of graduation rate, annual test scores, and student academic accomplishments. Every school system across the country is working to recover from the devastating impacts of the pandemic. Our school system was among the very few across the state and the nation that maintained a high level of in-person instruction throughout the pandemic. This visionary effort paid off. The majority of our students did not suffer academic loss. When you compare test scores pre-pandemic to post-pandemic, you'll see that the majority of our students have just about returned to their pre-pandemic levels of academic performance, well above the current statewide averages. Roanoke County Public School students are excelling in the classroom, and these results prove it. We still have work to do because we are committed to lifting every student, but we are working from a solid foundation of practice and success. I want to take this moment to thank our thanks and appreciation to every single staff member who helped our students succeed. We can't say enough about how much we appreciate our teachers, instructional assistants, bus drivers, nutrition associates, administrators, maintenance staff, and central office staff, and for all their hard work during the pandemic. Visionary educational leadership is much more than just recovering academic performance. As you probably know, our vision is Dr. Nicely and his team are this vision even further. We've begun a pilot program for opportunity-ready graduate certification. We're putting our reputation behind our graduates. A graduate who has earned an opportunity-ready certification has developed proficiency in key success skills: citizenship, collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. If you receive a job application from a graduate with an opportunity-ready certification, we hope you'll give this graduate a greater level of consideration. It's this type of innovative leadership that makes Roanoke County Public Schools among the first school divisions of innovation as part of the Virginia is for Learners Innovation Network. When it comes to developing a vision for tomorrow, innovation is critical. Many of you are familiar with our Burton Center for Arts and Technology. This is an amazing center that has produced outstanding graduates. Many of these graduates have become your employees. Burton celebrated its 60th anniversary earlier this year. The problem is we've outgrown Burton. The building is in a floodplain, and we simply don't have the room to expand. We need a larger, modern, state-of-the-art center for career and technical education programs. It's time to be innovative. We're extremely proud that we're moving forward with the development and eventual construction of an all-new career and technical education center located just a few miles from here on Peters Creek Road. Already, we have secured the land for this brand-new facility that will provide our students and staff the space they need to not only provide opportunities for the programs of today, but also create even more opportunities for the programs of tomorrow. We're working with the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors to find innovative ways to fund what will be the largest single construction project in the history of Roanoke County Public Schools. Roanoke County students deserve to learn in a modern, functional facility using industry-level equipment, and we're working together to make this new center happen sooner rather than later. I'd like to take this moment to thank the Career and Technical Education Citizens Advisory Committee for their hard work this past year, and all the businesses that provided input on our Career and Technical Education Center as we develop the vision for the new Career and CTE Center. We are teaching and training your future workforce. We hope you will support our efforts as we build the vision of tomorrow for our CTE programs. However, our needs don't stop at Burton. We have two elementary schools that are in desperate need of replacement: Glen Cove Elementary and W.E. Cundiff. Both schools were constructed in 1971 with open concept classrooms. I'm a realtor. Open concept is great for houses, but they're terrible for classrooms. Look around where we are now and imagine that each one of these tables is a classroom. How well would you learn with all these different classrooms doing different instruction at the same time? Take a look at these pictures. That's the challenge that our students and staff at Glen Cove and W.E. Cundiff face every day. Learning can be a messy, noisy, and active process. Our students, especially elementary students, have to be able to get up, move around, make noise, and be able to make a few messes. That's very hard to do in an open concept space where you're disturbing other classrooms and other students. And then there are security concerns. Sadly, we are reminded again and again that the safety and security of our school buildings must be a top priority. Wide open classroom spaces are a bad idea for schools. We must be innovative and find a way to not only fund our new CTE center, but also replace these two schools sooner rather than later. The longer we wait, the costs get even higher and higher. And remember, there are more schools that are getting older and need of significant renovation or replacement also. For many years, the Board of Supervisors has stated that our schools are the crown jewel of the county, and for very good reason. Our schools and our teachers are among the best in the state. We need to keep this crown jewel polished and updated. It's kind of like your smartphone. When you first get one, you have the latest technology, but after a few years, that smartphone becomes out of date. A few years after that, it's hardly working and it's time to upgrade. It's time for a serious upgrade for some of our schools. Think of it as investing in Roanoke County and in the economic development of our community. When a new business is searching for a community to build a new facility or relocate from somewhere else, one is workforce. What does the workforce look like? Is there a skilled workforce available to fill the jobs that will be created? Two, and equally as important, are the schools. How strong is the local school system? Are these schools noted for their academic accomplishments? Are the school facilities modern and up to date? Businesses are looking for thriving, successful communities where families will want to relocate, and we need to make sure that our schools are places where families will want their children to learn. While I'm talking about economic development and workforce development, I want to remind you about our very successful student registered apprenticeship program. Some of you are currently hosting apprentices, and we appreciate you for partnering with us. We need many more businesses to partner with us to provide apprenticeship opportunities. Please see the card at your table for more information on how your business can host student apprentices. Creating and achieving a vision for tomorrow takes teamwork. Here in Roanoke County, we are so very fortunate to have a close relationship between the school board and the Board of Supervisors. This isn't the case in many counties across the Commonwealth. While we have discussions and different ideas on how to make the vision of tomorrow a reality, in the end, the school board and the Board of Supervisors are moving forward with one goal in mind: to make Roanoke County the best place in Virginia to live, learn, work, and play. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Linden, for your remarks, and to your fellow board members for the hard work. Our area's business community is ready to work with regional educators and students to prepare the next generation for economic success. And now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce today's featured speaker, Roanoke County Board of Supervisors Chairman Paul Mahoney. Chairman Mahoney moved to Washington, D.C. when he was in the 6th grade. He then pursued his education, graduated from Gonzaga High School in 1966, the College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts in 1970, and Georgetown University Law School in 1975 before passing the Virginia Bar. Mr. Mahoney was Roanoke's county attorney from 1984 until retiring from that position in 2015. Chairman Mahoney was appointed to the Roanoke County Planning Commission in 2016, where he served until 2019. He is currently the county's representative on the TAP Board of Directors, Western Virginia Regional Jail Authority, and the Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy Committee of the Roanoke Valley Allegheny Regional Commission. Chairman Mahoney has served on the Board of Directors for Member One Federal Credit Union for 14 years and was the chairman of that board from 2019 to 2022. And then his crowning achievement, he and his wife Judy celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary in September of this year. Congratulations. The Mahoneys have 3 adult children, Timothy, John, and Rebecca, and 5 grandchildren. But before we hear from Chairman Mahoney, this is Roanoke County. Isn't that a great video? We have to give credit to our staff. I think that's just fantastic. Well, good morning and welcome to Roanoke County. As I watch that video, I feel a sense of pride. It illustrates life in Roanoke County, a place where you can raise a family, explore the outdoors, start a career, and build a business. Roanoke County is truly a vibrant community with much to offer and even more opportunities in the future. But before I tell you about Roanoke County's strategic vision for our future growth, we must first look at where we are today. And I'm proud to report that we have enjoyed many successes over the last year, many of which are worth acknowledging this morning. Much of our growth this past year can be attributed to a number of economic development achievements. We saw more than $170 million in new project announcements and investments in 2022, along with creation of over 550 new jobs.
Governor Glenn Youngkin announced North American Specialty Laminations in the Cave Spring area, and they are a leader in differentiated lamination solutions to the building products industry. And they will establish a Mid-Atlantic operation in Roanoke County. The company's new 57,000 square foot production facility will serve customers across the east and southeastern United States. They'll have approximately 45 employees that'll work at this new location, and that represents about a $2 million investment. Lowe's announced the development of a 60,000 square foot distribution center in Roanoke County's Valley Tech Park. This is an $11 million project. It's expected to create 70 jobs, including hourly and management positions. Their goal is to build a network that coordinates deliveries at the market level and allows the supply chain and stores to operate more efficiently. The Woodhaven Technology Park project brings together a shared interest in economic growth with the cities of Roanoke and Salem, and they are partners with us through the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facilities Authority. $10.5 million has been invested in this project, and grant funding secured to further develop this 113-acre location site, which we hope will attract an innovative tenant to our valley and our region. The Galen School of Nursing announced its expansion to Metis Plaza in the Oak Grove area. Galen occupies approximately 30,000 square feet, and it's one of America's largest private nursing colleges focused solely on quality nursing education. This new school will bring maybe 50 new employees. It'll have over 400 students that'll be coming here from around a 60-mile radius. Metis is approximately or nearly fully occupied, but it still has about 20,000 square feet of available space remaining. So if you need any space, go to Metis. We are very fortunate across our region to have the availability of two outstanding healthcare systems, Carilion Clinic and HCA Lewis Gale Regional Health System. They provide high-level healthcare services to our community. Lewis Gale Regional Health System held a grand opening ceremony for its long-awaited Blue Hills ER in the Bonsack area of Roanoke County. The Blue Hills ER is strategically located along Route 460 for quick access in emergencies. This is Lewis Gale's second freestanding emergency room in Roanoke County, the first one being located on Route 419 in Cave Spring. This $12 million investment brings new full-service healthcare options directly to our citizens. Carilion Psychiatry and Behavioral Medicine outpatient services will relocate to Tanglewood Mall by the fall of 2023. Outpatient mental health services will move to space adjacent to Carillion's Children's. This location will provide access to clinics specializing in mental health and some expanded office space. Carillion's mental health services will occupy 37,000 square feet, covering approximately 2 floors. It includes group therapy rooms, support groups, clinician offices, and telemedicine capabilities. After investing $15 million to transform the space, more than 80 employees will provide services from this Tanglewood location. Roanoke County's strategy to reimagine Tanglewood Mall in the Route 419 corridor continues to focus on commercial redevelopment, leveraging transportation improvements, enhancing quality of life, and supporting community health and well-being. National retail brands Burlington and Skechers also revitalized vacant space inside the mall, and 2 additional outparcels were developed to house Chili's Grill and Bar and Popeyes that'll provide more dining options to visitors. These projects represent $15 million in investment and will add 91 new jobs to the Tanglewood Mall area. The significance of the 419 Town Center Plan cannot be overstated. Since 2021, we have made 15 new business announcements, representing 700 jobs created and more than $70 million in capital investment. This substantial growth and these enhancements to improve the Route 419 corridor make it more appealing to those who enjoy shopping and dining selections in this area. Roanoke County leveraged approximately $60 million in transportation funding for improvements along the Route 419 corridor, and this includes a planned new diverging diamond interchange, widening 419, and the installation of sidewalks and crosswalks. These enhancements have eased congestion and they have improved safety. More than $370 million has been invested in transportation projects located in Roanoke County recently, with several projects newly completed or now under construction, including Interstate 81 widening project between exits 143 and 137, Fallow Water Lane and Ridgetop Road located off of Route 419, Route 311 and Route 419 roundabout connection to Catawba, sidewalks along Plantation, Williamson Roads, and West Main Street, and the start of construction of the East Roanoke River Greenway. And in partnership with the Virginia Department of Transportation, the National Park Service, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation, this partnership has enabled Roanoke County to offer shuttle service to the McAfee Knob Trailhead. That parking lot there, that is a county-operated program that helps reduce traffic and parking congestion for those visiting one of the most popular outdoor destinations on the entire East Coast. In 2022, Roanoke County submitted about 18 grant applications for studies and projects that, if approved, will provide an additional $98 million in transportation funding, including $19.5 million in road and pedestrian improvements along Route 419 in the Oak Grove area. These initiatives provide safer and better access to the region for our citizens and visitors alike. Each year, we see more and more visitors coming to explore outdoor recreation in Roanoke County. Roanoke County's parks hosted 40 tournaments and races in 2022, with over 1,500 teams and 24,000 participants, all of which supported local businesses. Last year, Explore Parks saw record-breaking attendance of more than 214,000 visitors to the park's programs and events. The park's T-Rex Trail saw more than 19,000 admissions in its first season. More than 60,000 people came out to Explore Park's Illuminates events last year, with 17,000 people coming from outside of our region. We're proud to partner with Center in the Square on this successful event. And if you have not yet visited Illuminates this season, this signature event will only be open for a few more weeks. So I hope everyone will join us for what has become an annual holiday tradition. The work of the Board of Supervisors and county staff is to engage with our residents and to provide high-quality services that have direct impact on their everyday lives. Following the unprecedented increase in personal property tax values due to disruptions in the supply chain after the COVID-19 pandemic, the Board of Supervisors took action to provide immediate personal property tax relief to our citizens. The board provided $12 million in tax relief to our citizens. Roanoke County received $18.3 million in American Rescue Plan funding. We use this money to expand broadband, fund stormwater management projects and equipment, provide public safety vehicles and equipment, maintenance projects for public safety facilities, enhanced cybersecurity, and we constructed some water and sewer extensions. Providing broadband access to outlying parts of Roanoke County supports economic growth, educational opportunities, and public safety. Investments in broadband expansion across Roanoke County totaled nearly $12 million, with almost $6.5 million coming from private business investments and from Virginia Telecommunications Initiative grants. These projects have expanded high-speed internet access to more than 2,000 residential and business locations in the county. And as you heard earlier from my colleague, David Linden, Roanoke County Public Schools have enjoyed many achievements over the past year. We are fortunate to have an outstanding school system, and their success contributes to the livability of our community. Investments in our public schools secures our children's future success. Working together, Board of Supervisors and the school board appointed an advisory committee of 10 citizens to explore what is needed to construct a modern career and technical education facility for our students. That work concluded this year, and I'm very appreciative of the time and the energy that the committee devoted to this project and to their recommendations. And I applaud the school board and their staff for their success in securing a prime location to build this new facility. It will enhance our students' education and give them the skills needed to succeed in tomorrow's ever-changing workplace. While we have enjoyed many successes over the past year, there's still much work to do. As you know, prior to my time on the Board of Supervisors, I served as Roanoke County's attorney. And I look back on my 30-plus years with the county, and I've seen the great progress that we have made and how we are developing a vision for what tomorrow will look like. And earlier this year, my fellow board members and I came together to define our vision for Roanoke County over the next several years. And we identified 7 strategic target areas. First, we must strengthen Roanoke County's economic development activities by proactively working with prospects and partners to seek new business. Our prime locations assist in the expansion of existing businesses and attracting new industry. We offer and continue to expand a skilled workforce to meet the changing needs of business and industry. And the county's strong, responsible financial stability enables us to partner with businesses to assist them with relocations or expansions. Attracting new commercial development and creating mixed-use development opportunities near transportation corridors is critical. New economic development projects will enhance the county's tax base and repurpose underutilized properties for higher and better uses. Next, Roanoke County is a well-planned and vibrant community. Our innovative strategies develop communities that offer housing and services to all of our citizens. We facilitate future growth while reducing barriers to development and redevelopment by adhering to standards that protect our resources for generations to come. We must seek opportunities to responsibly develop our undeveloped land through zoning enhancements, reduced regulation, and infrastructure expansion. Roanoke County is a great place to live, and we must plan for housing that meets the needs of our changing demographics. We offer neighborhoods with a wide variety of densities, styles, amenities, and price points in order to provide diverse housing options for our growing workforce, and that meets the needs of all our residents of all income levels, life stages, and abilities. Looking to the future, we must seek new housing projects to strengthen livability in Roanoke County. Over the past years, over 1,500 new single and multi-family dwelling spaces have been constructed or are in the process of being completed. Providing an array of living options supports population growth, the workforce development needs of our employers, and an enhanced tax base that supports our schools, our police, fire and rescue, trash collection, and all the many other services that all of us enjoy. Next, Roanoke County is a scenic community in the Blue Ridge Mountains and a premier national destination for outdoor recreation. We provide accessible, connected system of local, regional, and national parks. We also offer a robust community park system and a variety of amenities for all ages and abilities. We must work together to ensure our outdoor programs and facilities meet a changing landscape of recreation trends and a desire for a more healthy lifestyle. Roanoke County is a safe community. We recruit and retain dedicated and compassionate public safety employees who are prepared to respond to the myriad of public safety issues that arise. We continue to support our law enforcement, fire and rescue, and emergency communication professionals in their work to protect the lives and property of Roanoke County citizens. Let me repeat that. We will continue to support our law enforcement, fire and rescue, and emergency communications professionals. Next, education is a cornerstone that helps make Roanoke County a desirable community. We have an excellent and efficient school system that prepares students to thrive in our local workforce. We must continue to partner with local businesses and industries to ensure that our programs meet current and future workforce needs. Our educational facilities must provide efficiently scaled, safe, and technologically advanced learning environments. We recognize that changes in demographics and other educational options require public education to adapt and to compete with new, innovative approaches that meets and fulfills its mission. Roanoke County is an employer of choice. We're widely recognized across the Commonwealth and nationally for our innovative business practices. We continually strive to make the organization more effective at meeting the needs of our citizens. We will continue to ensure that our citizens remain well-informed and understand our decisions in the issues facing the county in the future. So in conclusion, in the coming year, Roanoke County will focus on 4 legislative priorities. Number 1, additional resources and funding to localities for school capital needs, capital grant funding, and economic development workforce grants for career and technical education capital projects. Number 2, using available state funds to continue the operation and expansion of Catawba Hospital and support mental health and public hospital needs. Number 3, utilizing state funding to improve the access and affordability of broadband services in order to promote the goal of statewide coverage. Number 4, we will and continue to advocate for funding for the new Blacksburg Regional Airport to support runway expansion and other improvements. Funding for airport expansion fosters regional economic development growth for all of us. Our vision for the future is bright. Let's continue to strengthen the foundation of our community and explore all of the possibilities that lie ahead. And let's all continue working together as we make our region even greater and better than it is today. I wish everyone a happy and joyous holiday season. Thank you.
wow. Just think of all the places in this world we could live and work. We get to be here. Thank you, Chairman Mahoney, and to the members of the Board of Supervisors for their service to the county and to the Virginia's Blue Ridge region. We appreciate your remarks today, and we look forward to working toward continued economic growth in Roanoke County and the region. One additional item to note, today's State of the County address will be replayed in RVTV 3 on Thursday, December 8th at 5 p.m., Friday, December 9th at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., Saturday, December 10th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, December 11th at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. I'm sure you'll want to watch all of those. RVTV has also live streamed the address on Roanoke County's YouTube page, which is where you can rewatch the event online. Before we conclude, let me once again thank today's sponsor, presenting sponsor Appalachian Power, gold sponsors Carillion Clinic, First Citizens Bank, Gentry Lock, Poe & Craw Real Estate Group, and our Public Policy Program of Work annual sponsors, Mountain Valley Pipeline LLC, Lineberger Construction, and RGC Resources. We couldn't have put this great event together without their support, so thank you. And thanks to all of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.